Hello, welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red. After we have just defeated Brock, we are now heading east. Yes, east.
Towards people who have just beaten Brock and can't be bothered to go any further.
No, those people haven't beaten Brock.
Oh yeah, and him.
People past here haven't beaten Brock. You're the only one who's required to do it.
I've got the impression that the kid who just drags you over to Brock's place.
Yeah,
to everybody.
But only he only does it to you because you are in the Pokemon League. The other people are just everyday people.
And therefore not important enough.
Oh no, this means I am required to fight Brock.
After all that effort trying to avoid her.
I just want to see what was down there.
Ooh.
Run back for a quick shopping spree.
Yes. I want to be prepared for the cave.
So that's your tactic.
Yes. For a large amount of this game, I'm saving money, but to go into the coins for the coin center, not coin center.
Casino.
Yeah, casino. That's it. I'm saving money for the casino, except for when I buy repels. The repels are essential.
That's a pretty filthy habit you got there, Harry.
Right. And the poor bug catcher. The lowest of the trainers.
How about youngster?
No, bug catchers are lower.
Yeah, at least youngsters generally have a variety. Bug catchers have the weakest type of Pokemon.
Actually, bug types are a pretty awesome type of Pokemon.
They get quite strong, like, early on, because they evolve quite early.
Some of them do. Some of them are just good all the time, like Volcarona or Skyzer or Pinsir or...
Scyther.
Skyzer. Well, Skyzer and Scyther. Skizzle.
Well, I suppose it's Skizzle.
Yeah, sorry, I missed... Yeah, Skizzle or Scyther. Heracross. There's a load of good bug Pokemon.
I can't hear Heracross without remembering how much of a rapist it was in the series.
Okay.
Whenever
you
it
have
was
fun
out,
with that.
Bulbasaur was out, it'd be basically sucking off Bulbasaur.
Of course.
Pardon?
It's a...
It'd be sucking off Bulbasaur's bulb.
Trying to get nectar, because it's a bug.
Oh right, I get you now.
Bug bite. Before bug bite was even introduced.
You know, and Bulbasaur was looking somewhat violated by the entire affair.
Yes. The thing about bug Pokemon is, before Gen 4, they didn't really have all that many good moves.
Yeah, they didn't really, did they?
I mean,
Why didn't we skip this one?
well, he was necessary. You couldn't
Oh,
avoid
okay.
it. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
Easy to wear, like that. What? Easy to have difficulty putting them on.
Yes.
To be fair, underwear
believe
and
it.
shirts aren't difficult to put on either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But they aren't delightfully comfy. Dun 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 bum 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 bum.
I wonder what will be. Oh, I'm so excited, so proud of him.
It's almost as if we didn't already know what it was going to be. Because everyone knows what it evolves into.
And now he can no longer pronounce his own name.
Well, you can never pronounce it anyway, because the sound
Well,
sound they make is to various pitches.
True.
Let's get with it right away.
Yeah. Another necessary fight with another bug catcher.
Just
But
brutally
you can't
murder
see his
it.
head. You can't see Bubba's head anymore. You just see a flower.
Yeah, so
Is it real? Does that look a bit like the flower out of Little Shop of Horrors? Same style.
feed me, Seymour. Feed me. No, it doesn't look like it's at all.
No, the thing is you did have
looks
lips.
Bellsprout looks like what was the name of the flower?
I think it was
Oh,
Audrey
Audrey
2,
too.
wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Bellsprout looks like Audrey too. Bubba doesn't look like that.
I'm just hoping you'll burst out into song. I'll keep dreaming.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, free XP.
How does Kakuna stay up?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a single picture.
It doesn't even have Shrinklet, does it, actually?
No, at this point, any Kakuna owned by a Pokemon trainer is probably going to suck. Which is a shame because, well, early on, Gen 2, Bug got its first proper chance to be a serious thing, like with the Bugsy, the bug type gym, who had a Kakuna and a Metapod. He could have had any number of the good Pokemon, the good bug Pokemon. But no. Metapod, Kakuna.
Free XP on a stick.
Yeah. It wasn't until Gen 4, I think, where there was the guy in the Elite Four who was bug Pokemon trainer.
Why did it take him so long to give bug Pokemon good stuff?
Mainly because since bug Pokemon came out right at the beginning of the thing, if you picked a grass type Pokemon, went up against bug, you're screwed. Because bug is super effective against grass.
Except that bug type Pokemon don't tend to learn a lot of good bug type moves until they get higher levels.
Exactly.
I mean, Caspian spends his entire life going tackle.
Yes. Yes, and see, that's the thing. And since Butterfree, you won't keep Butterfree for later on. You're just not going to you're not going to have a chance for it to learn the good moves.
No, I kept Butterfree for most of the game when I had Butterfree, but this was just because I liked Butterfree.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until Gen 3 where you had, Gen 2 where you had Heracross who you kept around mainly for fighting stuff, or Ledibar, Ledian, which you used. I can't remember what you used that for, but you didn't use it for bug type moves. Then Gen 3 came along with Volbeat, who was genuinely decent.
Wait, if Metapod and Kakuna are meant to be cocoons, why do they have a gender?
Well, because they have a Pokemon inside them that has a gender. They are a Pokemon themselves, they also look like cocoons.
Can you actually breed a Metapod? Because I never bothered trying it because it's...
Probably. Don't see why you wouldn't.
I'm now wondering how that works. Because they're two immobile creatures. How does a male Metapod find a female Metapod when they can't move?
Well, mollusks. Is it mollusks?
Yeah, they just kind of wave it around and hope to hit something.
They have a penis which is 10 times the length of their body. I'm sure a Metapod can manage something. And here's like one of the few Pokemon Centers I actually showed just because of this guy. Magikarp. An outrageous 500 Poké-dollars for it. Or Poké-yen, rather.
I wonder what this will be called.
And now I check on how to spell walrus.
Oh, Boone, you shouldn't have. Oh wait, you almost didn't.
Yes, like I said, I checked to see how to spell walrus.
Because I wouldn't have noticed, I don't know how to spell walrus either.
Well, you're now the clumsy Wallace.
He's Marcellus Wallace.
It also bugs me that, again, the other guy there sitting down with the mustache has his clipboard upside down.
It's a newspaper. It's just unfortunately, they only have one sprite. And that is clipboard. And it doesn't have any other angles. I also forgot how repel actually works.
Doesn't it work for like 100 steps or something?
It works by it keeps away Pokemon which are a lower level than yours.
Right.
Walrus is 7. I also spent some time off screen leveling.
Fair enough. Level 5 Magikarp in here is probably not going to do any good.
Level 7 Magikarp isn't going to do much either.
No, but at least it looks somewhat nicer. To be at least somewhere near the enemy levels.
Yes, but it's still not going to do much. The thing about Magikarp is, once you get it to level 20, it's effectively a Disc 1 nuke. If it weren't for its type combination, it would be one of the best Pokemon.
How do you know when the repels?
It tells you.
Does it?
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
It didn't tell him.
Yeah, that's because it didn't run out. I just didn't realise that that's not how repel works until like this. And the second Pokemon I find,
One of the
like
rarest ones to find in the bloody cave.
yeah,
So cute though, isn't it?
yeah. Now I kill it.
No!
Kick it!
That wasn't a growl.
Kick it over the mountain.
How do I kick it over a mountain? I'm inside.
Go to
I'm sure
drag
you
it to the
work
top,
away.
then
Just
kick
make it
it
harder
off.
to go through the roof.
What roof? It's a cave. The roof is solid stone.
Exactly.
You don't understand how hardness works. When rock meets small fluffy thing is squished, not the rock. I can't kick it over a mountain when I'm inside it.
I still think it'd be hilarious to try.
Well, either way, I don't know Mega Kick, so.
I like it, there's this helpful ladder in the cave.
See, this small section here, I get to know very well later on. Because this is where I take one of my Pokemon later on to train it.
So you must hate this bit.
Oh, very much so. Only because the only Pokemon that you can find here, is Paris. Which is why I train here.
Pokeball!
Most useful positioning of a Team Rocket member ever.
Well, if you're not like me and you don't take the time to avoid things, then it's not going to make much difference, is it? There is a way to avoid this guy. Yes, there was.
I thought you were going to try and convince your character to like jump over him or something.
Do a barrel roll.
Now that's just silly.
Oh, stealth genius.
Yes. See, it's in this game where I run into the main problem of having a low Pokemon run, which is over leveling and PP. So I quite often just run out of moves to use.
Which is the most irritating way to lose to anybody.
Well, I have won fights through struggle before. I remember I once beat the rival like that before. Also, I think I do it later on in here. I win a fight using struggle. Which is a truly marvellous way to win.
It's bloody impressive, I'll give you that.
I know. Mainly because it was against a Gengar who didn't have anything that could hurt me. Oh wait, no, it wasn't in this. It was in another Pokemon game, which I might let's play another time. And Moonstone, which I never use.
You don't ever
Why
think
do
of
you
anything
call
that
it
can use a Moonstone, can you?
Exactly, so I never use it.
Why don't you sell it then? For monies.
You can't sell it.
Oh, that sucks.
And I'm out of repel.
Prepare to be swarmed by Zubat.
Well, I still have enough now. Actually, Zubats aren't... You don't get a huge amount of Zubats in this cave. It's Dark Cave where you get most of them.
Really? You never found many Zubats here?
Well, no, mainly I get Geodudes, Parases, and Clefairies.
Oh, I found Zubat out the ear rolls.
Yeah. I get crazy luck with finding Pokemon. Like, I think over the course of this time where I'm like running through here without repel, I run into 2 more Clefairies. Which are, I think, are 5% on this level. Also, when going through Viridian Forest, I found 2 Pikachus.
You could have at least taken it out of the wrap before we fed it to him.
Or you can manage some wrapper.
But I have fins, man. How the hell am I meant to, like, you know?
Eat the wrapper. I don't care about your health.
Yeah, they kind of. Magikarp kind of swim through pollution-filled water anyway, with no problem.
Magikarp can also jump over mountains. An adult Magikarp can use bounce, go flying over mountains. It's crazy.
I like how you actually genuinely considered trying to fight the Magikarp.
Well, no, I'm switching it out. Give XP. Don't you know how to?
In fact, you should go to the moves first.
Well, yeah, that's just because I didn't press the button. I wasn't actually intending to do anything.
I hate Hyperfang.
See?
Hyperfang has killed so many of my Pokemon before.
Everyone calls Rattata useless. But it's the one which is destroyed that really messes with you. Because it's fast enough to kill.
I don't know how it managed to fall asleep despite the fact a Pokemon that's bigger than it just rammed into it.
That's because it was hit. That's because it's been drugged. You idiot. Haven't you been watching anything?
Yeah, I've been watching, but you would have thought, you know, that's one strong drug.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be strong. It's a rat.
Why don't you just tackle it again? What's the point of saying it's asleep with that low health?
Because then my Leech Seed will kill it, and I won't use up the PP I have left on my tackle.
Plus extra health.
But see, you have to be economic when you're doing this.
Make our business plan and everything. Now it's my time to sign.
Yeah, go get him.
Go fish.
Go Team Fish.
Oh, I swear,
You know, it's possible to do people have done all Magikarp runs.
how?
Well, first they use their starter till they get their first Magikarp. And then they get a load of X attacks and X defense and all that. And they get the Magikarp to really high levels. Then they spend their first turn doing all that, putting on X attacks or defense. Then use Hyper Potion. Then use Tackle. They can defeat the Elite Four. All they need is one other Pokemon to take care of Gengar, because they can't hit ghosts.
Yeah, it's kind of clever. But he's actually worked around the fact that Magikarp has quite severe limitations.
Yeah.
That's one word for it.
Yeah.
Or Magikarp is the other one.
It's not Magikarp's fault.
We can't help it if we're born useless.
When it evolves, it'll fucking kill you.
This is true.
You know,
You never mess with the Gyarados.
70% of the Earth's surface is water. 90% of all life in the ocean is Magikarp. 100% of Magikarp's body is pure pain. You don't fuck with Magikarp.
I love how this game promotes mugging.
Yeah. Actually, no, that's victory money.
Yeah, it's gambling, not mugging.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, it's supporting cockfights, not gambling. Sorry, not cockfights, not mugging. It has moral standards. Oh, have you guys seen Pokemon Black and Blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what about you two?
No, I'm afraid I haven't.
It's Peter's campaign against Pokemon cockfights by making its own game about where you had to take part in Pokemon cockfights.
It's not Pokemon cockfights, it's Pokemon attacking their trainers.
Either way, you're still using Pokemon in a violent manner. Probably not with,
It's not
their
us using
understanding.
Pokemon, it's the Pokemon themselves doing it. You are playing as the Pokemon, not as a trainer. It's a big difference.
Eh,
Either way, it's very silly.
it's taken Peter, 10 years to react to the fact that Pokemon exists?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's taken 10 years to program this game. It's a very badly programmed game.
Oh yeah. Very simple game as well, but
Yeah, I've seen better ROM hacks. I could have done a proper ROM hack, it'd be much easier, and it would look much better.
So then they actually have to worry about copyright.
yeah.
As it is, I'm surprised that Nintendo hasn't tried to curb stomp them.
Well, they don't have to worry about copyright with a ROM hack, they're not selling it. Really, the main problem they're having is slander, which would happen whether they do a ROM hack or just do their own shitty Flash version.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why what I'm saying.
Apparently,
I'm surprised that
Nintendo.
Nintendo hasn't tried to, completely curb stamp Peter for the fact that they are, using their game as
As a direct thing.
defaming their game.
Well, they're using their game as a direct thing to parody it, to, what's the word? It's not, I wouldn't say review, but it's a interpretation of it, which is allowed as long as they don't make money off it, which I doubt they are.
So a parody, like?
Probably. So it's a bit harsh for a parody, but yeah, that's
Satire, maybe?
satire, mate. Well, that's about the same thing. Either way, they're probably protected under like fair use and stuff.
I love how Coffin just looks so high.
Well, he is. He's high on his own fumes.
I know. He's just having a whale of a time, look at him.
I just remember he was laughing at the fact he's farting constantly.
So he's either high or very immature.
Probably both. I hate poison types.
They are mostly useless.
No, poison types are very useful. They're not good against Bubba because Bubba is poison type himself.
They're not useless. They're just a pain in the butt a lot of the time because poison take damage every turn. It's just irritating.
Poison is, if you're doing a Nuzlocke run, poison is terrifying because it's so easy to get killed with it.
As is metronome.
Well, if you're doing a Nuzlocke run, you shouldn't have a Pokemon with metronome.
You will do if you do a Nuzlocke run on Gold or Silver because you get Togepi.
You don't have to use it though, and Togepi does learn other moves.
Not early on. Early on it's only moves metronome.
Well, you don't have to use it. You have other Pokemon by that point.
Yeah, you made the mistake of using metronome.
What?
I have attempted a Nuzlocke run on Gold and Silver and it did end up with Togepi and metronome and self-destruct.
Silly person.
You then decided, screw the official Nuzlocke run rules, I'm going to give myself a second chance with Togepi. Did the same thing.
See, that's because you tried to cheat. You tried to cheat death.
Yeah, at that point I said screw the Nuzlocke run, just playing it normally.
It's because you lack discipline. If you're
No,
doing a
it's more
Nuzlocke
like
run,
Togepi.
if you're doing a Nuzlocke run, that means Togepi died. You should feel sorry for putting a baby in that sort of environment. What did you name Togepi?
I don't actually. I think I may have just called it Tony or something like that because I was going to take time to think of the name, but because I glitched out my game a bit because I was playing on the VGA, I basically managed to skip through most of it.
See, Tony died and it was your fault, and you tried to cheat death by bringing him back, but he didn't want to because he was happy where he had gone, where he wasn't being raised by a trainer like you.
Yeah.
This is sort of mindset you have
Once
to
I gave
have.
up the Nuzlocke run, he never did it again.
That's because you're not the sort of person who can manage that.
No, you're right.
That's what runs like like a proper RPG.
It wasn't proper. Apparently, someone has actually sat down and played Oblivion and Skyrim, making themselves a little house in the middle of nowhere and raising, basically running a farm.
Well, good for them.
And if they don't go hungry in their winter of those games.
It's just that rather than going around and killing anybody in Skyrim or Oblivion, they've gone round and they are making money from selling vegetables and stuff, and eating and sleeping 3 times. Eating 3 times a day and sleeping every night, and basically playing The Sims in Skyrim.
Or maybe they're pacifist.
Maybe they just want to do that.
Maybe they do. It just seems a bit of an odd choice.
Well, who are you to judge them?
Plus, if we've learnt anything from
Keep finish what you're saying.
if we learn anything from humans, it's that we are quite odd people.